back to Taja's Garden. I'm the gardening realtor. If you're new here, I'm glad you're here, and if you are returning, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about everything that we're going to be planting in May. Now here's a quick heads up, it won't be as much as I had in the previous videos because May is actually going to be the end of our spring gardening, heading into summer gardening. So this is a time to be watching everything that you planted already in the garden, checking for diseases or pests, just to make sure that you get an amazing harvest. And next month in June, we'll start a bunch of other plants. Now the first plant that we're going to talk about are our green beans. So these actually grow really fast and they love warm soil. So you can actually get these as a bush variety or pole varieties. Your pole varieties are going to be the climbing plant, so you're going to want to make sure that you get a trellis for those, and your bush varieties are perfect for containers. As I mentioned in the last video for April, if you want to have beans all year round, pole or bush, you can absolutely succession sow these every month so you can get a continuous harvest. Next, we're going to talk about okra. So I am going to be growing this rainbow mix of okra this year, but I also have a ton of okra seeds in this jar that I saved last year. So to save okra seeds, you're going to want to let a fully developed okra pod stay on the plant until it completely dries out, and then you'll have fresh seeds. Just drop some. Alright, so okra actually thrives in the heat. They absolutely don't like the cold at all, and they also thrive with a little drought. They don't like to be watered too often. You definitely don't want them to get completely dry, but I have found that you actually get more flowers when you don't water as much. Let me know what you guys think. If you grow okra, what kind of varieties are you growing, and have you had the same experience? Okra seeds take about 10 to 14 days to germinate, and these are the seeds. If you soak these seeds overnight, it actually drops the amount of days it takes to germinate in half. So if you want it to germinate quicker, soak it for 24 hours. Next, let's talk about sweet corn. So this is the variety that I grew last year, and I had great success from this. This is the silver and gold hybrid variety, and I'm going to be growing the early sun gold hybrid variety this year. I couldn't find this variety for some reason. This only took 65 days to harvest after germination. Make sure that you remember we don't count in the days to germinate because that's not what this counts, because it can vary depending on how warm the seed is, when you plant it, how often you've watered it. So yeah, the days to harvest is after it germinates. I had an amazing experience growing corn for the first time last year. The thing is, you're going to want to make sure that you grow them in patches, in blocks. Grow your corn patches in blocks, and this is going to help with pollination. I did still have a few corn cobs that were not fully pollinated correctly because there were missing kernels in there, but it was still amazing. I froze a couple of them, and we literally cooked it not too long ago, and the kids loved it. So sweet corn absolutely thrives in the heat. You can direct sow these, and they do amazing. They do not like to be transplanted. So if you grow these, don't grow them inside. You'll have better results if you start them directly outside. Last but not least, we are going to be talking about watermelon, which I'm growing the sugar bush sugar baby. I've been saying this wrong all along. I normally just say bush baby or sugar baby. Anyway, these are a very small variety of watermelon that you can grow in containers or in a small garden. I would consider my garden to be a small garden. I can't grow a lot of things, so I grow what I can, and I choose this small variety so I'll have more space for other things. And then I can actually grow more of these because they're smaller. The next is squash. So this goes for anything in the squash family. This is zucchini, summer squash, winter squash. This is spaghetti squash, and cantaloupe. So all three of these will do absolutely amazing if you start them directly outside. Everything that I mentioned today would do perfect starting outside, and you can also start all of these in June. But like I said in the beginning, we don't have a lot of plants that we're going to be starting in May because this is going to be winding down your spring gardening season and heading into your summer gardens. You're going to really want to make sure that you pay attention to everything that is already planted in your garden. Give them enough attention, and we are going to be checking for pests, disease, holes, bite marks in the leaves, aphids under the leaves. We want to make sure that we are putting flowers out in the garden. If you haven't already started any flowers, you can go to a garden center and pick up some flowers because those pollinators are out and they're hungry. So that is what we're going to be doing in May, and I guess I will see you again in June. If you're looking for a garden community to join on Facebook, I just started this group called Prosper and Plant. It's a community for those new gardeners and very experienced gardeners to come together and help each other be prosperous in our planting. So if you are interested in joining a gardening community, go to Facebook and type in Prosper and Plant and hit join. Share your experiences, give advice, answer questions, drop some pictures. We would love to absolutely talk about gardening and help each other in this community. So I'll see you over there. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.